Hey guys, April Monterosa here, also known as April May Media, where I love connecting others through social media, business, and events. And today, my special guest is fitness coach, Sasha Cervantes. Say hi.
Hello. Hi.
Sasha is an entrepreneur. She is the CEO of Bodies by Sasha.
Bodybysasha.
There you
Yes.
go. You can tell we're not pros at this. But anywho, we're going to learn a little bit about her today and her business. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from.
Okay. So I'm here from San Antonio, Texas, born and raised. So yeah, I've really been doing this for maybe over a year. I went off. Sorry. Totally went off from where I'm from to
It's
this.
okay. It's okay. So you're from San Antonio.
Yes.
Have you lived here all your life?
Yes, I have.
Okay. What part of town?
The South Side.
Yay.
Yeah.
If you have been following April May Media or Live from the South Side, you know I'm all about the South Side. So awesome.
Yeah.
So,
And I love it. Yes.
so tell us about Body by Sasha. First of all, what made you get started and how did you get started?
I guess love for fitness started about 4 years ago when I was on my own journey. And since then, I enjoy being around people that have the same goals, motivations, and it was really easy for me to kind of just like step into this lifestyle and start Body by Sasha and meet new people and meet others that, had the same like goals that want to make physical and mental transformations. So yeah, it was really easy to decide like, hey, this is what I want to do and this is what I'm going to do. And for like over a year, I've been really trying to get Body by Sasha up and going.
Well, I follow you on social media and I know that you attend Wonderfully Wise Women events. And I have to say that when I see your posts or listen to you talk about your business, you are like so just glowy. Like you can tell you absolutely are passionate about it. And that's very inspiring to people that you're around, because not only as an entrepreneur, not only as a fitness coach, guru, whatever you want to call it, that's motivating and inspiring for other aspiring entrepreneurial women that have an idea of their own and want to create their own journey. It's like, okay, if she can do it, I can do it too. So that's very inspiring. Are there people who inspire you, whether it's in your fitness journey or business, personal? Is there anyone or people that inspire you?
I wouldn't say quite a few people. Not gonna name so many people, but just kind of like I want to go over really like if you're into fitness and you meet people, they're kind of all entwined. Like it's crazy how everybody just knows everybody in the fitness community. And the women I've met along the way, and men, but more women, they're very inspiring, kind of just filling you in on their story and where they started. So like you're not the only one. There's so many people out there, that they understand where you're coming from. So they're behind you 100% in either your own goals or like, your life goals, your fitness goals, or like my entrepreneurial goals. And so I'm just grateful for those people that are in my life.
That's awesome. And I can totally relate to that because I don't know if you know this or not, but I used to own a spa. So I was in the beauty industry over 20 years. And I met a lot of women and men that had skin issues or some type of thing with their hair that they needed help with. And for me, it wasn't only rewarding to be able to help them feel better about themselves, help them look better, but you connect with these people on a personal level because you're working with them through personal issues, through things that they want to achieve, things they want to make better about themselves. And through that, I believe that you connect with people. You get to know their life story. You get to, be there for them if they're getting married, if they're getting divorced. I mean, you just learn so much about people when you work with people one-on-one.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, that's awesome. Any advice for anyone that wants to get into fitness, but they're scared?
Yes. Don't get overwhelmed. And really, it's kind of just stepping back, writing down maybe a couple of goals that you have. Don't get consumed by this huge number. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to lose like 100 pounds. And it's like, whoa, that's kind of, take it a few pounds at a time and make it little goals at first so that you don't get overwhelmed. And then I insist on support groups. A lot of people don't think like, working out buddies or whatever, it's and kind of a support group. It is, totally is. Having a group of women, kind of motivate each other, because we don't all have motivation. Like, I want to tell you, like, when I work out, it's not every day. I have to like be on my ass. I have to get up and be like, you're gonna do this, because
I'm not, girl. Those abs say otherwise.
I don't wake up and I'm like, unless there's something like a new video that I saw and I'm like, oh my God, I want to try it out. But I mean, I don't wake up in the morning. I'm like, yes, like I'm going to go run and it's going to be amazing. And I love running, no.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like knowing what you have to do and knowing that there is going to be a great outcome, and just stay consistent. That's really it. Stay consistent and eat good,
Yeah.
Don't, I tell everybody.
I'm sorry. That's what I like about your platform. You're very real. You're very honest. You post your kick-ass selfies, with your abs and your guns and all that. But at the same time, you share before pictures. You share that, yeah, you do want to eat the cake. You do, whatever. You're very open and you're very real about your own journey. And I think that is makes the fitness journey for someone like me that's like, I don't know if I can keep up with her. It makes it like, okay, she had to start from somewhere too. Mm-hmm. I think that makes a big difference versus you're polished up all the time. That's all you share. You share the before. And I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah. And I just want to share that, like I said, we're not always motivated. We're not always like, in it 100%, but it's kind of just, like I said, stay consistent and keep going, have patience. I've been on this journey for 4.5, 5 years. So it didn't happen overnight. And it's not like I chose like a quick diet to where I lost all the weight and then I gained it all back. I lost it and I kept it off, and my goals are always changing every year. Currently right now I'm trying to gain weight, gain muscle, all of that. So yes.
Well, that brings me to my next question. What has been one of your struggles, whether it's professionally or personally? What has been one of your biggest struggles?
I would say getting Bodybysasha up and going. I always ask myself, whose idea was this? To try to start your own business. And it's not as easy as people think. It's not. It's, getting up every day and then wondering or thinking of a plan of how you're going to take on the day or how you're going to get your name out there, how you're going to get clients to come to you and stay and make sure, they're motivated to keep coming. And so, yeah, I would say that's been one of my struggles, and it's real.
The struggle is real. People think because you're a business owner, entrepreneur, that, you're just sleeping till noon and eating and drinking and doing whatever you want all day. No pressure, no stress from a boss. No, you're the boss and you're in charge of your own paycheck. So there's a lot of pressure, and it's definitely not a journey for the weak. I will say that.
No. And I want to say the Wonderfully Wise Women events have helped me. And so have you. Aww. Kind of like a fire under my butt with, coming up with my business plan, which I had kept putting off for just a little while. So I'm glad I got that done and, here and there. So thank you.
No, of course. That's what Wonderfully Wise Women is about. I was very blessed to grow up in an entrepreneurial mindset type family. So I don't know any better. That's all I've always been around. So when I meet women, especially at Wonderfully Wise Women, that are talented, they have a craft, they can build something, create something, make something, whatever. I'm like, girl, you could blow up. Like, really, like if I can do it and the next person can do it, so can you. It just takes work and consistency. That's it. Well, what about your biggest comeback? Let's end this on a positive note. Share one of your comebacks or something you're very proud of.
I'm very proud that I had the courage to do this. You know, if you would have asked me 2 years ago when I was partying and drinking like crazy, I would have laughed at you and been like, who is that? That's not me. Like, there's no way. You know, I'm going on 2 years sober in March. And, you know, I started doing Bodybysasha like a little over a year ago. So I kind of like turned my whole life around. You know, my goals, everything has changed. You know, I feel like I've grown so much within these last 2 years, and it's just, nothing's impossible. You know, I went through my ups and downs, hit bad, you know, like 3 years ago, it was bad. But, you know, I changed my life. You know, I made different choices, and I'm really proud of where I am today.
Well,
and
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Before. I could never say that about myself ever. You know, you would never hear me say like, you know what, I'm proud of myself, you know, but nope. Today it's different.
That is huge. Self-growth, recognition of your own personal accomplishments. That is huge. That takes a lot of strength. All the discipline that you've gone through to get to this point, especially when you're, you know, when you're going through a phase and you're drinking and partying, you're in a totally different mindset. Like, you don't care. You're having a good old time. At the same time, you're not mentally, physically ready to be an entrepreneur, because you don't want that. You're not ready for that. You're not ready for the discipline, the consistency, because you're having a good old time. Yeah. You can't do both. I mean, you can with limits, right? And also acknowledging your own accomplishments. I think a lot of us tend to not be proud of ourselves. We think it's being conceited or, you know, selfish to be proud of yourself. And it took me a long time also to be proud of myself. You know, whenever I've been interviewed, you know, on different media outlets, or, you know, people share my accomplishments, things like that, I'm like, that's just weird. Like, what? You know, it took me a long time, like, wow, like I really did that. You know, it all goes back to what you've been through in your personal journey. So that's huge. And you should be very proud of yourself that you've been able to say, yeah, I did this. Yeah, I am proud of myself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And that's very inspirational as well. So
thank you.
Kudos to you.
Thank you so much. All
right. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience?
No, just check out Instagram or Facebook, Bodybysasha. You can, you know, check out my videos, see when I have my classes. Yeah, just check them out. All right.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sasha, and we will see everyone soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.